Thank you and congratulations again, Mr. President and the Vice President. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. السيدات والسادة، تنظر المملكة العربية السعودية إلى الاتصال والبنية التحتية الرقمية كركيزة أساسية للتنمية والنمو، ومع مرور عقد على إطلاق رؤية المملكة 2030 أصبحت المملكة نموذجا في توظيف التحول الرقمي لتحقيق أثر تنموي شامل، وقد انعكس ذلك في تقدمها الدولي وإسهامها في دعم الشمول الرقمي عالميا. وقد ترجمت هذه النقلة إلى قفزة نوعية ملموسة تعكس حجم التحول الذي شهدته المملكة منذ إطلاق رؤيتها الطموحة، حيث بلغ حجم الاقتصاد الرقمي نحو 132 مليار دولار، مساهما بنحو 15% من الناتج المحلي. كما ارتفعت سرعة الإنترنت المتنقل لنكون من ضمن أفضل 10 دول عالميا، فيما قفزت نسبة انتشار الإنترنت إلى قرابة 100%. وعلى الصعيد التنظيمي والسياسات تقدمت المملكة إلى المرتبة الأولى عالميا في مؤشر الجاهزية الرقمية. السيدات والسادة، تواصل المملكة شراكتها الفاعلة مع الاتحاد لتحويل التقدم إلى مبادرات ذات أثر عالمي. ففي مجال ردم الفجوة الرقمية أعلنت خارطة الطريق لربط البشرية وتعزيز الشمولية، وخصوصا في الدول النامية، إلى جانب إطلاق دراسة نموذج اقتصادي عالمي لدعم استدامة البنية التحتية الرقمية والاستثمار فيها. وفي مجال الذكاء الاصطناعي تستهدف المملكة إلى بناء أكثر من 6 جيجا واط من القدرة الحاسوبية بحلول عام 2030، مستثمرة مزاياها التنافسية في وفرة الطاقة والأراضي والموارد الاستثمارية وموقعها الاستراتيجي، بما يسهم في ردم الفجوة الحاسوبية وخدمة الدول النامية والعالم أجمع. وفي ظل تسارع التقنيات عملت المملكة مع الاتحاد على تدريب أكثر من 1500 متخصص من 190 دولة عبر أكاديمية التنظيمات الرقمية. كما أطلقت مبادرة لتمكين القيادات النسائية أسهمت في تدريب أكثر من 300 سيدة من الدول الأعضاء. السيدات والسادة، في إطار شراكتنا المتينة مع الاتحاد والتزامنا المشترك بتعزيز التعاون في مجالي الشبكات غير الأرضية واستدامة الفضاء، يسعدني أن أدعو الجميع للمشاركة في المنتدى الدولي للشبكات غير الأرضية ومنتدى استدامة الفضاء اللذين تستضيفهما المملكة في مدينة الرياض خلال شهر أكتوبر من عام 26، لنواصل معا رسم ملامح مستقبل أكثر ترابطا واستدامة. السيدات والسادة، تؤكد المملكة العربية السعودية التزامها الراسخ برسالة الاتحاد الدولي للاتصالات في ربط البشرية وبناء القدرات وتعزيز الثقة وتسخير التكنولوجيا لخدمة التنمية المستدامة. وانطلاقا من هذا النهج القائم على الاستمرارية والإسهام الفاعل، تتطلع المملكة إلى نيل ثقتكم المتجددة، وهي تتقدم بترشحها لإعادة انتخابها لعضوية مجلس الاتحاد الدولي للاتصالات، بما يمكنها من مواصلة خدمة الاتحاد من خلال تعاون عملي قائم على النتائج مع جميع الدول الأعضاء. شكرا لكم والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
Thank you, Minister Al-Oali. We will now move to
I will do so at a moment of stories. This is the first international telegraph convention since 1965. This union has evolved alongside technology. From the telegraph to today's frontier of artificial intelligence, quantum technologies, and the IMT 230 framework for 6G. The contribution of the Union to a stronger and more inclusive digital economy is a source of global pride. By the end of 2025, 6 billion people representing 74% of the global population are now online. Yes, mobile broadband is more affordable than ever. And the global platforms from AI for Good to WISIs have become premier spaces for digital cooperation. This legacy is the product of sustained collaboration, and it is the foundation upon which we must now build. The progress we often celebrate is the result of the sustained commitment of this Council, which serves as the essential bridge between vision and execution. It is here that global mandates are translated into coordinated action, ensuring that the Union remains accountable, responsive, and relevant. And if you allow me, on behalf of the Member States, let me also express our sincere appreciation to the leadership of the Union, the Secretary General, Ms. Doreen Bogdan-Martin, the Deputy Secretary General, Mr. Thomas Lamanauskas, and the directors of the bureaus, Mr. Michael Manovich, Mr. Cosmos Lokis Savasava, and Mr. Sesu Onoi. Under their collective leadership, the Union has achieved a notable financial turnaround. The system's deficit has been transformed into a confirmed surplus in 2025, reflecting discipline, accountability, and strengthened oversight. You agree with me that the progress extends beyond finances. The external audit process is back on track. Full IPSAS compliance has been achieved, and the new headquarters building project has been responsibly redesigned within budget while meeting future operational needs. We also recognize, of course, the entire Secretariat for advancing the transformation agenda from design to implementation with professionalism, commitment, and focus. And I think at this point, I'd like to express our sincere appreciation to the entire ITU team. I know we don't clap, but if you don't mind, I'll say we give them a round of applause for all they've done. Distinguished delegates, this is our final council before the Plenipotentiary Conference in Doha this year. The work we undertake here will shape the direction of the Union for the next 4 years and beyond. Our primary task as such is to review and endorse the draft strategic financial plans for 2028 to 2031. And I know we do so within the reality of systems upon which modern societies depend. We must as such remain anchored in the Union's constitution, including the sovereign rights of each state to regulate its telecommunications through the Corporation of Telecommunication Services. Distinguished delegates, we have a demanding agenda and a fixed timeline. To ensure we conclude our work effectively, I will be implementing a clear approach to time management, one that is consistent, respectful, and disciplined. The UN Code of Conduct will guide our interactions, ensuring professionalism, civility, and mutual respect. In closing, the strength of this Council will be defined by our collective ability to work together. Thank you, XG. I will now give the floor to the Secretary of the Plenary, Ms. Beatrice Bichon, to present the agenda for the inaugural plenary meeting. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Chair, and good morning to all. So it's my pleasure to introduce document ADM2, which is a draft agenda for this inaugural plenary meeting. In accordance with the rules of procedure for Council, this inaugural plenary meeting will settle the organizational matters. And the items on the agenda include the report by the Secretary General on the State of the Union, the agenda of the Council, the allocation of documents, the draft time management plan, the participation of the GIU, the Joint Inspection Unit, in this council meeting. And the following also 3 documents will then be presented. The operational plan for the Union 2027-2023, containing document with the contribution in document 82.
Thank you, Madam Secretary. If there are no comments, I'd like to proceed, of course, by approving the agenda of the inaugural plenary meeting.
Mr. Chair, Excellencies, fellow elected officials, distinguished delegates, and friends, we meet at a moment of profound transformation. The world is more connected than at any time in history. But it is also more fragmented, more uncertain, and more divided in terms of, and that the work we do here as one ITU matters more than ever. 3 years ago, I stood before you for the first time as Secretary General and promised a fit for future ITU built on our collective vision and 3 pillars of transformation. In previous State of the Union addresses, I presented our achievements under the first 2 pillars, strengthening ITU's position on the global digital agenda, and second, building a solid network of strategic partners to advance universal meaningful connectivity and sustainable digital transformation. This year, as we approach the Plenipotentiary Conference, I will focus on the 3rd pillar, building an ITU that is recognized for its organizational excellence. An ITU that is agile, open and transparent, more innovative, financially stable, trusted, and results-driven. Amid a digital landscape moving faster than ever, ITU is now better equipped to adapt and respond. Artificial intelligence has helped us become more agile across our operations, starting with translation.
To please request the floor, and I ask that you kindly do so within the 3 minutes allotted time.
Translating its initiatives and proposals into domestic policy practices and external cooperation measures through concrete actions. Currently, China is preparing for the 2027 World Radio Communication Conference and has formally...
Good morning, Excellencies, distinguished delegates, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the it is my pleasure to welcome you to our conference center. We are truly delighted to have you with us today and appreciate your presence. To begin, it is my honor to invite Sheikh Accredited
We are thankful for the continued support of Member States, and we reaffirm that Ukraine has always been guided by values of hard work and fairness. And we take pride in the continued responsibility of the other Member States. In this context, we would also